Welcome back to Etherflux Hunters. It's Dungeons and Dragons in Space with Bounty Hunters. I'm CT Avis, I'm your Dungeon Master, and these guys, they're your Bounty Hunters. Hello, fellas.
Hey,
We
What's
are,
up?
No.
Yo.
we are rejoined by Tim and therefore Templeton. We are down Mr. Leonin Rid with Arnolf out. So good luck with the battle coming up. You are still on level 2 of the 3 level research facility that you were asked to go into to get to the 3rd level, where temporarily the dragon Nutani is being held. Utani, wait, I keep screwing myself again. Wutani is half of Yalen Wutani, the intergalactic corporation that you've had so many run-ins with. Your benefactor hired you to go in here do this because they claim to have a similar interest in getting rid of galactic greed. Your benefactor is in fact the person in charge of RAG, which is the anti-greed group. And they said if you can get down to the 3rd level, the dragon has been held there in prison for centuries. There is a guardian, or she does have a jailer. So you may have to deal with the jailer, or may not. But half the fun is getting there. And as you met the 2nd level of this facility, you made it through the landing floor, where you were greeted by some robots, a wave of robots that you fought through relatively easily, although it was a little touch and go for a while. Then moving into room 8 there, you were confronted with a puzzle. Anybody want to take it from here?
Oh. Sure.
Templeton entered room 8 haphazardly and was immediately caught in a trap. You took 4 points of damage.
Was that the Chamber of Binding?
It's already marked on your sheet, though.
okay.
The note I have here is that we find that we went through the doorway into the Chamber of Binding, and there in the middle is a massive console, all broken with thick brass plates, all out of place, showing off pieces of gears and mechanisms and wires, and the whole thing was just out of whack. There's a polished silver locket in the middle of it. Templeton stepped in and then suddenly appeared to be frozen into place. It turns out that there were some obvious areas in the room that could create sort of like an immobilization or a binding for our characters, that they wouldn't be able to move for some time. Arnolf used his special eyes to look into the room and detected abjuration and transmutation magic emanating from glowing runes in various active zones. It took quite a bit of effort and slow, methodical movements to find a safe path through the room to the locket in the center. Any steps off the correct path caused all of us, or any one of us, to freeze into place. But we did eventually get to the locket and free it from the console. And then we went back to the other room, which is where I believe we are now. To the south was a door marked Constrictor's Chamber, and to the east was a door marked Cafeteria. The door was unlocked and opened, and of course, because it said cafeteria, that's the way we went. And inside are lots of tables and dust-covered chairs, and just looks like an old, well-used cafeteria. There was a faded mural on one of the walls with nature and machinery elements in it. There's a rusting serving cart in a corner. The air had a metallic taste. But then, suddenly, a bunch of warforged-like beings appeared amidst the junk, and a giant warforged-type titan showed up to say hi.
And that brings us to the current situation.
So the door's open?
Yes.
The door is open, and that's the one to the east. We were guided by our stomachs.
I don't care what you smell. That's a very good recap.
It's actually more detailed than I thought. Than I remembered writing.
So the warforged in the room appear to be in a guardian stance, ready to intercept you as interlopers. Before we roll for initiative, would anybody care to attempt anything?
Hmm.
Oh, and we were able to unfreeze Templeton. I didn't know if that was clear.
Yeah. Well, the fact that we got out, yes.
Oh, and Abraxas kept trying to trick Retsaot into setting off some of the freeze traps.
Just send Retsaot first, he says. No, Retsaot can handle this.
Can I pull from my
Ooh.
bag of thingy-dingies?
Bag of
Random.
tricks.
That would be a combat action in this case. So I'm just giving you a chance to try something besides get ready for a fight action. Negotiation,
Close,
anything like that. Persuasion, that kind of thing.
close the door, open the other one.
I mean, you can certainly try.
Just walk in there and be like, listen, we're only here for the sandwiches. Nobody wants a fight. We just want sandwiches.
Oh, we need music.
Excuse me, my good sir, ma'am. How does one address a Titan? But how?
My good extra large being.
Big ass guy.
Sure. You know what? I'm just gonna at the doorway try to address the Titan and see if I can, and basically just ask if he wouldn't mind if we stepped on through. We're on a what do I want to say? We're on a
Mission from
we're
God.
on a
Mission from the gods.
yeah. I'm
Gotta-
trying not to use every movie quote.
Sometimes you just gotta.
I mean, you know, if Praxis is
on
using-
a,
song quotes.
we're on a mission with a limited time scale. So, excuse us, but we'd like to continue on through here.
Okay. The massive head swings around at you. Rend the flesh. Crush the bone.
I'll take that as a no.
And you start to get movement.
Good, we didn't have any more of those grenades.
And I think we should roll for initiative at this point.
Yeah.
I did take out two of the minor warforged without Arnolf here.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Why? Why do I get good initiative when I don't want it?
The dice gods care not for our wants and needs.
No.
You are fleet of foot.
Are you going to advance to the rear? I mean, you can hold action for a specific action. That's something you can do.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna.
But no, so the way hold action is supposed to work, like your trigger is, if this happens, I will do this.
Well, I'm gonna wait until I'm gonna see what Retsaot does.
It's got to be a little bit more specific than that.
Okay, I'm waiting for him to do damage.
Okay, so if Retsaot does damage, you're going to do what?
Then I'll attack.
Okay.
Or
You don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, because normally you gotta like call it like I'm gonna do Toll of the Dead if.
Oh, yeah.
you don't.
But if he doesn't do damage, then I'll cast something else.
Do you think you removed the smaller warforged?
A couple of the smaller.
Oh, a couple. Okay.
Okay.
I
I
am misbehaved.
Shoot, which one am
You're the DM.
You're the world. You are my world.
This one strides forward under the direct, acting on the either the command or suggestion of the large warforged to rend the flesh and crush the bone, and it takes 2 arm blade swings at you. 12 is going to miss, and a natural 20 is going to hit.
Oh,
Natural 20, you say?
For maximum damage.
Oh.
That is it's not that bad. It's
well, he's got the negate.
Sorry, I am the Sentinel at Death's Door. He's
Yep.
within my range.
Okay.
I'm canceling the critness of that hit.
Very critness. All right, well then it's only 9 slashing damage. Music too loud.
I hate to be, a buzzkill for the DM, but
Ah,
that is one of my
alright.
class features.
I love the fact that you always say that you are the sentinel at death's.
It sounds cool!
It sounds way badass.
For I am the Sentinel at Death's Door.
Yeah.
I'm the fill-in sentinel at Death's Door. Like he was on the
I'm the bartender at death's door.
Death's Door is this hot new bar downtown.
Welcome to Mo's.
It's a Flamin' Mo. It's called a Flamin' Mo. I'm Mo. Hi. This is Mo's.
At flaming moes.
Retsaot.
Okay.
Your turn.
I'm going to be returning the favor here.
Yeah.
16 to hit.
Which one? The one that's at the door?
I'm sorry, the one at the door. Yes.
16 hits.
For 17.
Holy sheep dip. Yep. Blast a hole at him.
$27 is going to hit.
Yeah.
For 13.
How do you want to do that?
Ooh.
As he walks in and just kind of swinging his blades there, it just kind of reflects action, just the revolver and just a couple bang bang shots to send him back and send him packing.
Yeah, he kind of crumples and falls to the floor. You have a third attack?
I do.
All right.
Let's see here.
From your angle, you'd have to.
Yeah, I'm looking
Move.
to approach into the door. Yeah. Which I will do so. And then this guy down here.
Okay.
25.
That's it?
That's going to be for 20.
Wow, jeez. Talk about a good leadoff hitter.
Yep.
You blast, you. And he's malfunctioning already. It's like it was a hell of a shot. That is the trigger for Corvex. Do you have a target?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit that same dude, but I gotta move. Right in the doorway like a chump.
You guys don't learn from mistakes.
So he has to make a saving throw. Wisdom 17.
20. Rolled well. So nothing?
Well, then I can't get him.
Do you have any movement left?
Nope. That's why I said I move like a chump. Because now I'm stuck there.
Chomp. The warforged raises its arm.
Excuse me.
What? Oh, did I skip Templeton? I'm
Me?
sorry. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
So the plus side is now that he's in there, now I can actually hit for bonus damage because I can do the sneak attack.
Mother.
So
That's you're missing 4 syllables. Never mind. We'll explain.
All back.
okay. Well, I'm hoping a 24 hits.
Yes. Enjoy the sounds of motorcycles going by my house.
Can't hear it. Works for me. And what is it? A 2d6? I've got 2d6. I've got so many stupid max on that. 15 damage.
To him?
Yes.
How you want to do that?
As I just hop around Bob, I just come out with the let's see, that was the scimitar, right? Right? Action? No, that is my rapier, I'm sorry. Come out with the rapier and just stick it right up the into the mask of the
Boom!
warforged, dropping it.
Boom! Right up the head.
Then I turn around and that guy I use all 3. No, I can't. Then I oh wait, I can sort by bonus action, can't I? No? I got nothing good in bonus actions. So I'm going to oh shoot. What is your health? Oh, you're lower in health than me, so I guess I will try to meet shield in front of the Aarakocra. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the bird didn't think that through.
All right. This warforged charges his forward, extending an arm blade. It looks at Retsaot. And obviously, warforged don't have expressions, but it kind of cocks its head. Illogical. And then it turns and it's going to either attack 1 to 2 quarterbacks or 3 to 4 Templeton.
Hmm.
I got a 1, so that is quarterbacks. It attacks quarterbacks. $17.
I reject that.
Shield? Or no?
No,
Oh.
I do have one, but
I
no,
don't know
that
if you
doesn't.
had the shield spell as a reaction or anything.
Yeah, it's you got me. Just barely too.
All right, 2 hits
Oh,
for a total of 12 slashing. Wait, did I do that right? 2, yeah, 2 attacks. Okay. They came up with a neat thing. I don't know how. Maybe this has been in here a while, but now I don't have to have the sheet for the monster right on top of the map. I can move it to a different window. It's very helpful.
Nice.
That's cool.
That does sound handy.
Yeah.
What's this thing's move? Oh, yep, it definitely can get in there.
I guess having a good time over the other place.
The 3 of you, please give me a dexterity saving throw.
What was that? Yeah, I got an 8.
That's a fail.
18.
7's a fail. 18's a barely a success.
Wow.
Ooh, jeez.
So this thing has an axe hand and a hammer fist. The axe comes, starts spinning, and it's a big axe comes right through the 4 squares right in front of it. And to be fair, yes, he makes it safe too. If you failed your saving throw, you take 24 slashing damage. If you succeeded, you take half of that.
Jeez.
Wow.
Wizard needs
Okay.
food badly.
I think that. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I have to look up something, but I will look that up in the meantime. All right, Abraxas.
Yeah, that big guy moving like that, changed a few things. However, could you, for both us as well as maybe the viewers, reiterate the new healing potion rule?
Sure, I can do that. All right, so the new healing potion rule is listed here. So this is a house rule. I've seen it elsewhere, though. You may use a healing potion as a bonus action and roll for healing. Now, rules is written using a healing potion as an action, and you roll for how much it heals you. So this is in your favor. You may use it as a bonus action. If you do use it as a bonus action, you need to roll for the healing. Right? So if it's a 2d6 or whatever, you'd roll 2d6. Or you can take your entire action to drink the potion, and you would get maximum healing because you're wasting a whole action, so you might as well get some good healing in the. So that would mean in a case of a 2d6 dice roll, you would get 12. You may also give a healing potion to another player as your action, kind of like administering it to them, and they will get also the maximum healing.
Okay. Do I have to be within touching range? I assume I do.
Yes.
Okay. Unless I chuck it at him like a grenade. Okay. Heal. It didn't work. Oh well. Take the glass shards. I have one healing potion remaining. I will move here. Smack the back of Corvax's head so that he turns around and goes, wah! And as soon as he goes, wah! I shove a potion of, I think it's greater healing. I just lost it. Potion of healing, greater. Which is 4d4 plus 4? According to what it says over there.
20.
So, yeah, 20 hit points of healing. Let me make sure I mark that as being used. And it is gone. Now I am out of healing potions, and that's my turn.
Well, thanks for keeping me alive. I'm back to almost half.
For at least another round.
Right?
Do some of that Toll of the Bell shit.
Quiplick.
Arnold comes in and kills them all.
Yes, I am going to reach into my bag of tricks and pull one out. And I'm going to toss it into the doorway, sort of next to Abraxas there. And so a furry ball pops out, and it's going to transform into a something as soon as I roll this little D8 here.
Excuse me.
And we've got a 3, which is consult the chart. Mastiff. Okay, not bad.
You have to name it, though.
Its name's McGruff. The crime dog. The twist is he does crimes. It's crazy.
Where you going with your mastiff hound?
Okay, and then once the dog appears and I look up its stat block, I tell it to attack the big robot. Okay, cool. It has a move speed of 40 feet and a bite attack. All right, so yeah. So once I've commanded said Mastiff, it's going to run in there and attack the big guy. Let's see. Its bite has a +3 to hit. All right, so I'm going to roll 20.
Wow, the picture's super cool.
It is a pretty good picture. All right, come on, doggo. Let's go, doggo. No, the doggo has a whopping 5 to hit.
That's a miss.
All right, just like that next time, but better. Okay, you're doing great out there. You can do it. And then Quiplick will also move. Get myself closer to this action. So I will move into the doorway, and then that will be my turn.
Wait, you can't move through space. There we go. All right. This one's going to swing at Templeton. 16's gonna miss.
Yep.
But a 24 is going to hit for 6 slashing.
Gosh, yeah. Because I can add to it, but it's not enough. For how much?
6 slashing.
Wrong direction.
Top of the round, Corvex. Whoa.
Oh, I don't like that.
That's
Oh,
not
Yeah.
good. Everybody's included. That's me.
Oh, that's a circle of Listerine. The purple
That's a circle of mass cure wounds.
So we are all bunched up in this doorway.
Yeah. just have
Everybody gets
people-
28.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Nice.
What'd you roll?
Mass cure
28
wounds.
for everybody.
28.
What'd you get? 28. Wow. Nice.
I'll take that.
'Cause
That's
I could use it
quality.
too.
Yeah, the max was like 32, I think.
Do you wish
34.
to move? would take-
You know what? That's not a bad idea.
You would take an attack of opportunity from the warforged at the door.
Jerk. Well, I didn't heal for nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna back up a little. Not far. You can still hear me
He
scream.
misses.
I was gonna say, but
Good.
if he could do 28 damage in a single swing, we might be in a little worse.
I was gonna
position.
say, then we got problems.
And we're taking a nap till
Oh.
Arnold gets back.
Very, very squishy.
Retsaot.
That's it for me.
All right, I'm gonna line this guy up who's in front of me. The 17
That's a hit.
for 15.
Yeah, blows him away.
All right, go after Biggie here.
Biggie fries.
I'm imagining Retsaot like shooting and then like twirling around and shooting behind him. You know, all fancy.
Still got to work on that with a 14.
Oh,
That's a miss.
well, that's why you don't shoot behind you, Retsaot.
He still twirled around and shot, and it looked really cool.
Oh, it's badass, but I missed.
Yeah, it bounced off his armor though. The warforged Titan's armor.
Like the rest of the hunters were like mid combat, and we're like, wow, damn, Retsaot looks so cool right now.
Make it up with a 23.
That's a hit.
For a mere 9.
Bullet. The second shot finds a way in, and the warforged head pivots to look at you. Illogical. Query. Why are you not fighting the biologicals?
I might ask you why you are fighting the biologicals.
Biologicals are responsible for all bad. They must be ended.
According to who?
My creator,
And that is?
the master.
Again, who's the master? Do you even know?
Give me a persuasion with disadvantage. Because you are fighting. You just did shoot him.
And so you just
Yeah.
shot him.
Oh, Jesus. Couldn't have been any
wow.
well,
2
almost
and a
could have been
1.
worse. Yeah.
Wow.
Guess again. Subroutine searching for deception. All right, Templeton.
Well, let's see. First, I'm going to get rid of the little guy behind me.
He hasn't been hit
Well,
yet.
I
so-
guess. Okay, but 22 to hit.
Yes.
Oh, that was a little disappointing. 11 damage.
That hits him. He's rather sturdy so far.
And wing number 2 for dirty 20.
That's a hit.
That is 5 more plus 7 poison. Oh wait, 9 more. Oh, and I didn't add the plus 5 on the other one. I'm stupid. So, do we need to recap that? Because I've...
Yeah. I'll. No. Okay. I'll just. So you should have done 5 more damage in the first attack.
Yes.
And what did you just do?
9 plus 5 poison.
All right. The poison doesn't work as well as you think it would.
Mhm.
Oops. That is not true.
But it doesn't matter.
You know from hanging out with Retsaot that a lot of times warforged and robotic beings have, if not immunity, they have resistance.
Oh, I figured as much, but it's still the sword I have in my hand, so.
Yep. Is it-
And I'm probably gonna pay for it, but in the meantime, I'm staying up front. I still have a few hit points to burn.
Okay. All right, so that brings it to the Titan's turn. Its attack does not recharge. So it's just going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Does it have reach? Does have reach. Swings an axe hand at Whiplick. 19? 19 ties? That's it.
Yeah, dude.
That's a heck of a reach.
It's 10 feet, right? No, wait. Oh, yeah. Let's take a step forward. 12 slashing.
12 slashing. Okay.
Then a hammer fist on Templeton. 22 hits.
No.
No?
Nope, I used my reaction
To
to do the thing, the defensive duelist. Since I have a finesse weapon with me, add 5 to my AC for that.
oh wow, okay.
I almost never use it. I think I haven't used it since we were
Oh, I should do that the other way around. Damn it.
cave diving, like with the was it the lion in the caves that I'd summoned? Like when Quip wasn't here?
I think so. Okay, well, very cool. You parry. Heave, ho, dodge, parry, spin, thrust. Abraxas.
Braxis.
Yes, that's what they call me.
Hmm. Let's see. I will move here. It's 5, 10, 15. Oh shit. If I move here, my finger's still on the checker. Will that draw an attack of opportunity from both the mini guy and the big guy?
Well, first of all, you'd have to tumble through because the warforged is sharing kind of. It's a little confusing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me move back. Was I here? Was I here? I think I was here.
Yes. You were next to Retsaot. Well, no. To start with, you were next.
Yeah. Well, I'll just try really hard not to hit my friends, I guess. Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, you're good.
Behind you. I mean, you know.
Actually, that doesn't really provide any kind of safety net, really. If you know how poorly I've rolled in the past.
It's true.
All right, we'll just go with some regular attacks. I was going to try and sharpshooter, but I'm afraid if I miss, it'll be bad. I had a heck with it. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to aim at the Titan. We're going to use sharpshooters, so this roll comes at a -5.
Okay.
So this is attack number 1. That is a 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
Sweet. So that's a 1d. That's an 11. We'll roll the extra bonus d6. Plus 4, it's a 15. Plus 10 is a 25 points of lightning damage.
And almost max damage.
Okay. Yeah. Lighting. Little smoke
All right.
pops up.
I'll take my second shot again with a -5. Ooh, no, 13 to hit. I doubt it.
That's a miss.
Okay. I did all my damage in the one shot. I'll stay where I am.
All right. Quiplack.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on the big guy.
Bong.
It is a DC 18 Wisdom save.
You got a 5.
Nice. All right, so that is. Whoops. Sorry, 2 seconds. I misclicked a thing. I have to reload. Okay, 1, 2, 3 d12s plus 5. All right, it takes 20 necrotic damage.
You see the metal bits on it start to corrode with rust, and some of the exposed wooden structure starts to sort of rot, splinter a bit. But it's still quite
All right.
peaceful.
Yeah, I imagine he's got a pile of hit points. And then Quip says to the Mastiff, he goes, "Hey, McGruff, try biting the smaller one this time." And McGruff goes to make a bite attack. Plus a 3. Come on, baby. You can do it. Roll good. Oh, that's it's like a 12? 12 to hit?
That's a miss.
You just keep trying. Keep doing your best.
You should name one of the enemies crime.
Why didn't I think of that? All right, that's my turn.
24 to hit on Templeton.
That. Oh, I've already used my reaction, so yeah, that hits.
And a 19.
19 damage.
No, to hit.
Oh, 19 also beats me. Yep.
Does the defensive duelist thing just last for the moment when you're using it? Because I know
Can you use
shield
your-
lasts a whole.
No, because defensive duelist is you use your reaction.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah, the problem is that I've now reacted,
Right.
and now they're still hitting me.
I'm yeah. Okay, here we go. VTT disconnected there for a second. Wow, it's disconnecting all over the place. What the hell? Oofa. No, that's not an attack roll. I want a damage roll. $14 slashing for
you're
the two attacks.
Okay, you're posting, by the way.
Yeah, we can see that.
Oh,
Just so you know.
okay.
They're not hidden.
You know, I did wasn't lying.
No, I know. I'm just.
Thanks for telling me. All right. Yeah, I don't. That was lovely. It's got frozen in the middle of the combat. All right, top of the round, quarterbacks. Round 3. Fucked.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to play that tune again, Toll the Dead, on the big one. So, wisdom save of 17.
That's a fail.
It's 29 necrotic.
Oof. It's starting to look rough. More corroding metal spreads, different patches, almost connecting, almost taking out armor plates. More wood is rotting or cracking. Yeah, he's well past bloody. Well past bloody. Retsaot. Your turn.
All right. I'm gonna put down my revolver and talk to him. We could discuss this like individuals, or you're getting your ass kicked here. By your master, if you don't stop, I will end you.
Oof. You want to
Little
intimidate or persuade?
Little intimidate.
All right.
This guy been this whole time.
Finally get a chance to use it. So I'll do an intimidation. 24.
It sort of pauses. It can't drop its weapons; they're attached.
Understood.
It sort of slumps down, deactivating fighting protocol. Stand down, and the remaining small warforged lowers its arm blade. And you're out of combat? Question mark.
Maybe.
Depending on what others want to do.
I kind of like, anybody got some wise words here? Now's the time.
I like
Thank
to
you
think
for
they're back.
finally relinquishing to what we requested at the beginning.
Said wise words.
Does
not
he
wise ass
even
words of
acknowledge them?
No, he's not. They're beneath him. They're beneath his notice.
I like to think
Okay.
that Abraxas was about to say something. Templeton covers his mouth and says that.
Yeah,
Corvax
I'm
tried to,
half expecting to hear like beep, 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 beep. from
Corvax
his
tried to
mouth.
say something too.
words.
So if there's anything that anybody wants to ask him, just tell me, and then I'll try and relay it, I guess. If,
What's in the next room?
is this really a cafeteria?
This used to be a place where biologicals took sustenance.
Used to. What happened to the biologicals?
Evacuation, emergency, death, fleeing, screaming, undeath. Master changed.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
That's how he's talking.
Hey, Master
Yeah,
change.
I say it
Did you say
sarcastically.
Master change?
Bob says it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Joyfully?
Full meaning. Yes.
Who was the previous master?
Yayland.
And who's the master now? Do you even know?
I have no reprogramming to suggest it is not Yayland. He is no longer exactly biological. He does not need to be destroyed.
Interesting.
His biology makes no logical sense. He should be dead, according to my understanding of biologicals.
Well, that only sounds undead.
Does he still live in another form?
I'll give him a roll here. That would be knowledge, right? Or would that'd be like medicine? Alright. Live, incorrect terminology, motivates, thinks. Yes.
He still exists.
Correct. He still
Is
sends
he
command.
here? Do you know his location? Or its location, as the case may be.
Master is not here searching for location. Processing. This may take some time.
Well, we've got plenty of it.
Calculations of contacting each place Yalen may be will take approximately
Listen, there's a book I read once
16
where
years.
people created a supercomputer to figure out how to answer this one question, but it took millions of years to answer it.
Was it a good book?
Great book.
Interesting.
The mice were
Yep.
annoying, though.
Follow-up
It's a
question:
great-
Was it just the
it's-
one book, or was it a trilogy that was in perhaps more than 3 volumes?
It's a great trilogy of 4 books.
Ah, fascinating.
So 16 years, he says, huh?
Yeah, we ain't
Can we
got
go
that
back
much.
to that first room and go back in time 16 years? Go ahead in time. Oh, no, wait, that won't help. You know what? It'll keep him busy. Tell him to calculate.
I was
it
gonna
out.
say. Continue the calculations. We'll be back.
Oh, that's perfect.
He's
I'll
not
feel bad
busy.
about
He can
that.
come with us and, send him ahead.
I'm okay with that.
Can ask him if he can calculate and walk under your direction.
You mind doing those calculations as we walk on out of here?
This unit has sufficient processing power to do both. Continue main functions as well as calculate locations.
That's so
Perfect.
funny.
However, this unit may not leave this room as commanded by Galen.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we work for you for a voice. Let's authorize.
Show them our badges.
Yeah, right? I mean, come on, I went through hell with that stupid office twice.
What do you got? Psychic paper?
Yes.
Because you don't have your well, actually, let's. Would you have your badges with you? I don't know that it matters. So let's say you do.
Is it shiny? Do I have it?
We'll say you.
I think they're just like plain ID cards, right?
Yeah.
It's still shiny.
If you do present your ID cards, it doesn't seem to care. In fact, it almost seems a little bit more hostile.
Hmm.
Oh, put that away, Red. Jeez. Not that I got
Well,
a
so
better
much
plan.
for that idea.
I don't know why I'm whispering. He's
for-
right here.
For argument's sake, who did it? Who showed her the ID? The ID.
I'd likely would have just because I'm communicating with him. He's
Why?
acknowledging my presence.
Why do you have the badge of the torturers?
It's a long story. We were trying to actually. What?
Don't tell him you took it off of one.
Well, your face is on it. So.
Oh.
Took it on himself.
And he could probably hear me talking like this.
I can.
No, he can't. He's not gonna listen to you.
He can. I mean, he can.
We worked here under the guise of actually trying to find out more information about Wutani. Galen.
Wutani. Pausing previous query, searching. Wutani. Wutani, dragon, golden, ancient, former partner of Yalen. Current location, this facility, 3rd level.
I say, didn't
Ask
we
him
run
how to
into
make-
him?
Ask him how we get there.
How do we get to Wutani? What's the quickest way?
You go down.
That's what she said.
So, like, there's an elevator, or
He doesn't react to any biological questions.
I mean, that's fair.
Can you show us the way?
Weighing request versus master's intention in commands. Calculating. Let's see here. I may not say. Question runs counter to my programming as a guardian.
Wait, ask him if he has like a floor plan in this place. Or can access it.
Yeah, put the location of
Alright.
the Pip Boy.
I mean, I'd ask him, but like, you know, wait, guys.
All right, so I will relay that.
Door Pip-Boy has been updated.
This one, give me a persuasion.
This is gonna suck. 8.
If this unit, meaning you, does not have that information, I may not give you that information.
Is there a terminal he can download from there, Rick?
What was that question?
You may not give it to me directly, but is there somewhere else that I can access the information where you wouldn't be technically giving it to me? Or does that even compute to him? It.
Yeah, hold on just a second. The interface chamber has much information. It may have what you asked for.
And that is where now?
I'm going to need persuasion again.
$15.
That is to the west and south. Sorry, not the west. God damn it. East and south.
Oh, you took the stickers off your monitor.
Well, they fell off. New monitors. They don't have it. They don't have enough sidewall there. What do you call it?
Oh, like the bezel.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a fancy one.
Through to the other side.
What?
Through this room to the other. Well, I'm not talking to the robot. I'm talking to our robot.
Well, but I need to hear on the dungeon master.
I know. Through this room to the other side. of the dungeon side.
I think he's saying
No,
we
that's-
got to break on through to
Yeah.
that other side.
That other side there.
Hitting the door. Multiple doors.
What is your designation?
Oh. We
I have
might
a
wanna be
designated Retsaot.
Searching. Right south.
Tell him you're king of the land of the little elves.
Right south. Right south. It raises its blade arm.
Oh shit.
It starts to bring it down on you.
Are we on any wanted posters?
Do you wish to do anything?
No, I'm trusting the process here.
It taps lightly on your shoulder, and you feel, it's like a little static shock kind of thing. And it lifts the blade up. You are the Retsaot.
Indeed, I am.
This unit will now stand down. You hear click, from the door, as if a lock has been undone.
What's up? You're famous?
Of course he is.
Yeah.
Well, TPK 247 knew who you were.
Oh, that's true.
Think all the way back to that one facility you were in. You found information about how you were the first of a line.
You're supposed to say, "I'm the master now, bitch."
I'm the man. I'm the man.
Stop right there. I'll bring back the sun. All right. So the light goes out of his eye. He goes back to the almost hidden state. Like you know where he is because you saw him move at that point. But if you didn't, you might have mistaken him for just clutter again.
Let's boogie. I don't know why I'm still whispering.
Probably smarter.
You do have a chance to look around in here if you wish.
Yeah, coming from you, Templeton, that's a compliment. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I think looking around.
All right, so let me reread the. John did a great job of the recap, but I'll just go over a few, the initial description of this room. All right, it's got long tables cluttered with remnants of past food, dusty chairs. The air does have that strange metallic taste to it. There's a faded mural across one wall depicting a wondrous blend of nature and machinery. You can sense, the so-called ghosts of this hall, where once it would have been a lively place of exchange of ideas amongst scientists and researchers. Now it is there's a sort of dust and quiet to it, like a church after a service. The mural depicts a blend of nature-inspired technology, as if it was an idealistic vision of Yelin's pursuits. And then, there's a rusty serpent cart. That's the gist of the initial description.
I know I wanted to get a better look at the mural.
Okay.
Figure out what the hell's going on that thing. Because one of the things, let me figure out what the hell's going on in the thing. And maybe see if there's any secrets, perhaps.
All right. Give me either history or arcana.
Oh, let's see. We are going to go with the latter. 19.
19. It's very good. Your impression of the mural is that it was initially Yelin's attempt to blend a harmony between machinery and nature. That was the initial positive goal of a lot of the research here. But almost as if, the artwork itself has faded over the years, it sort of reminds you of probably the faded hope of that vision. Kind of hinting at what could have been and what was lost. You see lush depictions of lush forests intertwined with intricate gears and machinery. Again, the colors are dull, as if the hope has faded. Following the mural around, you see a idealistic, or at least a more positive representation of this place. And 19, for,
Yeah.
what was that, Arcana?
Yep.
You see that there has been some repainting over this. In the painting of the facility, you see in the first floor's eastern block, sorry, damn it, I did it again, western block, despair, a scene of despair, a crying robot. On the second level, you see also to the west another mechanical individual, towering, gleaming, metallic, but almost as if there was the hand who painted it couldn't help but introduce some melancholic emotion to it, to this machine. And at the third level, you see not a mechanical being this time, but a being of, well, as a tiefling, you recognize it as a fiend of some sort. And as you look at the mural, it's really hard to see this because it is so old, but it's like a lenticular thing. When you look at it, sometimes you see what could be a depiction of a dragon, and then if you move it, it disappears.
Instead of explaining all this, I make sure to point it out to everybody, even the part where I'm like, "Hey, just move your head back and forth. It's kind of freaky and kind of cool at the same time, but that definitely looks like a fiend and the dragon." Yep, sorry.
As he points that out, does anybody else wish to examine it using a different skill? He used Arcana. Does anybody want the history? You could do investigation.
I'll do investigation or insight.
Try history.
Insight. I would allow you to use insight into the depiction of the individuals.
Sure, why not? 19.
Yeah, sort of building off of what Abraxas told you, as you sort of examine the individuals there, you have a very clear sense that the being on the first floor was Thornton, excuse me, the trapped robot that you met before, who was rather nice but very sad and had memory problems. You see that you see underneath it written. What languages do you speak?
Common, Elvish, Leonin, Thieves' Cant, Undercommon.
In Elvish, you see written Torthan, and then written backwards, but you're clever enough to discover this, Yalen. Looking at the second individual, you also get the sense of its strong purpose, but yeah, definitely whoever added this couldn't help but add a certain melancholy to into this robotic individual. Let's see. You see chains, looking closely, that have been broken around it. And a name, Thalashk, Thalashk.
Can you repeat that?
Thalashk. Thalashk. He's Thalash, the Unbound Titan. the being of the third floor is, its name is not clear to you. It's written in a rather harsh looking lettering. If you attempted to pronounce it in common, it would sound very awkward and almost unholy.
Cthulhu Fatagan.
It means no worries. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh,
I
that
love
is
it.
Funny.
Yeah.
It's great.
Such a wonderful phrase.
Knowing the mythos, though, would be more like it means no worries because it's the end of days.
End of all of your days.
This is great.
Tune next time for our rendition
it's our musical episode. Was Corvex going to try something too?
Yes, I believe he said so.
Yup. $22 for history.
History.
Don't know much about.
On the contrary.
Don't know much biology.
Also not true.
Okay. What was that? 20 what?
22.
22.
We'll do
You kind of stand back, cross your arms, your winged arms around, or actually, you kind of take the whole thing in, and you're able to reinforce what Abraxas had told you about the general impression of what the artwork was depicting. First of all, you determined that it might be interesting to see other artwork in the facility. It might gain further insights. But you have sort of intuition about this. Nothing as specific as what Templeton and Abraxas got. They kind of got the most specific detail you could get out of this. But you have a pretty strong intuition about this, and that will allow you to have advantage in a particular interaction. I have to make a note of that.
I imagine that Quiplik has found like ringdings, ho-hos, king-dongs. That's right.
No, Quiplik was wandering from table to table to see if anybody had like carved their initials into it and stuff.
Oh.
I found a game of tic-tac-toe, X1.
That'd be really funny for a group of brilliant scientists.
Right.
Yeah.
You'd think it'd always be a tie. Nope.
No, there was a clear winner.
Did anybody else wish to do anything? I mean, you could actually try to do something besides that. Maybe not with the mural. The mural's pretty much, I'll let you know, kind of extinguished with clues at this point.
Well, say otherwise. Door to the east.
I feel like the mural was the prime object of interest in this room, right?
There are 22,000 platinum hidden beneath our feet, but yeah, that's fine.
Forget about that.
The room's actually made of platinum.
Interesting, however. No, I think it is time to move on, though.
Yeah, I'm not playing my
Joking
old
aside.
rogue, so.
Okay. You open the door to the next room. Dun-dun-dun.
Gruff with me, too.
The small studio is dimly lit. The formerly very expensive and good lights have been extinguished. Dust motes swirl in somber rays of what light there is. You can smell the scent of oil and varnish mingling with the musty odor of neglect. Faded sketches and blueprints cover the walls, accompanied by a collection of half-finished models cluttered across a robust workbench. In a corner, a canvas displays a once vibrant painting of a warforged automaton in mid-flight, now dulled by layers of dust and time. The small studio may once have served as a sanctuary for the lab's artificers and engineers, a space to sketch designs of automatons and inventions, amid to push the boundaries of technological progress. Amidst the chaos of the laboratory's history, this room stands as a testament to the artistry that once thrived here, allowing both current and former residents to find solace and creativity, even as the shadow of the corporation loomed large. As I said, the walls are littered with faded sketches and blueprints, while a scattering of dust-covered paint stools and half-finished models lie strewn across the large workbench. A canvas stained with hues of blue and copper clings to one corner, showcasing a forgotten vision of a majestic warforged creation. There is no enemy leaping out to fight you. There is no apparent puzzle here. It simply appears to be an artist studio. In fact, it was labeled as such on the door before you entered.
I hate to ask this, but can we wrap it up here? My shoulder's really.
Sure, this would be a fine.
Sorry.
No, this would be a good time to wrap it up as we start before we get into the next room. It does sort of, hopefully you guys can just pick up the threads of the clues from last time, because we are going to have a 2-week hiatus. We're not going to be back here next week. So we will see everybody on the 16th, hopefully, for our next
2 weeks.
Hunter session. And yeah, we will wrap things up here. This Sunday, I believe there will be something going on with Kingdom of Steam. I will not be a part of it for the next 2 Sundays, unfortunately. I will be sorry to miss. I love that campaign. Not quite sure what's going on with the Pathfinder campaign. We may have one more week before that goes on hiatus, or if it goes on hiatus, I don't know. Some of the things that are going on in people's personal lives may cause that game to either pause or to work a different way. We wish those folks all the best. And as I said, more Hunters here in 2 weeks, if all goes well. All right. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Thanks for playing. Hope you had a good time. I hope you got some neat surprises from some of the lore here tonight.